Hi again, Kath Molloy from Auspac Business Advantage. Today I really want to share a personal story, and it's around my business and my training company that we started 10 years ago. You know, a lot of things happen and are created in a time of turmoil, and we had a family member who was really sick, and during that period we had to sell a lot of things. You know, we lost $1 million, and lucky enough, with all our techniques through our $1 Million Handshake, we were able to build that back up within 18 months. But I want to share a story around operational excellence, and I did not realise how important that was. Now, I'm the sort of person that when we bring in a system, I want to bring it in, I want to share it, I want the whole team to know about it. We have team meetings. And then I always felt that everyone would take that on board and would lead with it. Now, we're all adults in business, we're in a training company, we're delivering this information to people. So of course, all the staff would be walking the talk, because everything that I learn, I want to share and I want to walk the talk, because if it works, why wouldn't I do it? But I didn't realise that was the case with everybody. So I'd studied body language, I had my master's in neuroscience, and then it wasn't until I really understood behaviours and how people behave did everything change for me. So this now makes up part of our Conscious Connection Framework, which just won an Asia Pacific award this year. We're really excited about that. It's been making massive changes. But how does that work with operational excellence? Well, I believe you really need to be conscious. You really need to be conscious in everything that you're doing. Now, we had a team of around 18 on the Sunshine Coast with 36 trainers we had access to around Australia. And the business was growing really big. But one of my mentors said, you know, you shouldn't put on a manager because then you have difficulties keeping control of everything. But bringing in the business and then being able to make sure that everything else that I'd put in order was happening doesn't really happen. And I heard about the smiling monkey trees the other day, whereas when you're on top and you're looking down and you're creating all this fun stuff for staff and letting them have input in everything, you know, all you see are these smiling faces. But apparently, when you're below the tree and you look up, all you see is the bottoms, let's say. So it was interesting because I had these things that were so important. The care factor to me was massive, that everything you did in the business was for the next person. You kept the stationery cupboard clean when you pulled out paper, so the next person didn't have to do it. You washed the coffee cups and the glasses for the people that were coming in with so much care, because you knew that somebody else would be using that. And I thought this would pass on. This was our culture. You know, coming in 5 minutes early, getting yourself organised, saying hi to everybody. But what happened is, as we grew so fast, so quickly, and this happens in so many businesses I go to, so I'm so glad I've had this experience because I can share and help, is sometimes the culture starts to lead the business. And that's where we have problems. We really need the business to lead the culture. We need everyone in the business leading the culture that we put in place. And if they're not the right fit for the business, and training isn't going to help after you've, you know, perhaps done this over the next 3 months, then this job isn't for that person. And that's something I learned very, very quickly. I want to show you something. You know, in business, we have that line, and all our staff members know that line. So above it, we're responsible, we're accountable, we can change our hats, so no matter what's happening, we can make sure we're conscious, that we're having the right body language so that we're not going to make somebody else upset when they see us, or angry, or sad, or confused. That we're really mindful about what we're doing with everybody and understand who our team is through our behaviours. Because when we do this, we create this level playing field. But we have people here that are under the line, where they blame and accuse, and the reason they haven't done something is because they're waiting on somebody else, instead of taking that action and going and seeing it. So above the line, being able to be responsible, to be able to respond, is so important. To be able to respond professionally, to be able to respond with care for that next person. And this is really important for us, for our culture. But the business needs to drive that. And the business needs to spend more time working with our people and knowing who our people are so we can help them move from here to here. Because that changes your business. You know, there's a line where we value. This is what we value in our business. And we value our clients. Without our clients and our wow outcomes, we don't have a business. So really having everyone on this page. And then there's an area here. And this is what you do accept for your business. But you know, if we walk past and something isn't right and we let that happen, then our operational excellence falls. And then this is the new line of what we will accept. And unfortunately, I fell there because of my strengths, strategic. I'm a learner, I'm a maximizer, I'm positive, so I think, great, it'll turn around. And then I'm an individualization person, which means I respect you as an individual. So if something's not happening quite right for you, then sometimes I let things pass. But what I learned so valuable for the business, that didn't help anyone else. And if I accept something under our care factor, and that's care for each staff member, and that's care for each customer, once I've accepted that, then that means I'm flexible on all rules to do with my business. So I hope today has helped you think about your operational excellence and where you want your team to be and what you want your clients to see and feel in your business. So in wrapping up today, just keep thinking about being really conscious of what you see in your business and what your customers see. Thank you.